It's old-time hockey, the way you're supposed to play. You throw a little lumber if a guy gets in your way. You play like Gordie Howe or Eddie fucking Shore. We can't all be Gretzky, some news or Bobby Orr's. Hey!
And the rest is history after David Bolland with the game-winning goal.
Patrick Sharp, one of 5 Catamounts of Vermont to win the Stanley Cup.
Before he won 3 Stanley Cups, an Olympic gold medal, and a Calder Memorial Championship, even before he was drafted out of the NCAA, Patrick Sharp started his hockey career in Thunder Bay, Ontario. Patrick, along with his brother Chris, would spend 2 years playing in the Thunder Bay Kings Association, playing with other NHL alums such as Taylor Pyatt, Jason Jaspers, and Alex Auld. He would then move up to the Thunder Bay Flyers of the USHL, playing in 55 games and scoring 43 points, finishing second for team scoring. The following year, he would lead the Flyers in points with 55. After his 2 years with the Thunder Bay Flyers, he was recruited by the University of Vermont in the NCAA. He would put up decent numbers with the Catamounts and was even voted to the NCAA All-Rookie team for the Eastern Conference. It was then he started to get the attention of scouts and was selected in the 3rd round, 95th overall, in the 2001 NHL entry draft by the Philadelphia Flyers. Sharp would split time between the Philadelphia Phantoms of the AHL and the Philadelphia Flyers of the NHL between the years of 2002 and 2005. During his first 2 seasons as a professional, Sharp would only touch the ice for the Philadelphia Flyers a handful of times in 2002-2003. His main focus was further seasoning his play in the AHL. During the 03-04 campaign, Sharp would play 41 games with the Flyers, but only notch 7 points. During the 04-05 lockout, Sharp would play full-time with the Philadelphia Phantoms, which worked out to his benefit, as in 75 games he would score 52 goals, and in 21 playoff games he would score 21 points on the way to the Calder Cup championship for the Philadelphia Phantoms. Sharp would return to the NHL the following season, but only played 22 games with the Flyers, as midway through the season he was traded to the Chicago Blackhawks. It took a few years for Sharp to find his place on the roster of the rebuilding Chicago Blackhawks, but he would have his breakout season in 2007-2008, where in 80 games he would score 36 goals, 26 assists for 62 points. Sharp would only see his point totals rise over the next few years, and during the 09-10 season, the Blackhawks would capture their first Stanley Cup in almost 50 years. Sharp would repeat this feat twice more with the Blackhawks in 2013 and in 2015. After his last Stanley Cup win, Sharp was traded to the Dallas Stars due to salary cap issues. He would still notch 55 points in 76 games with the Dallas Stars that next season. During the 2016-17 season, his point totals diminished due to an injury that only let him play 48 games for the Stars. At the end of that season, he was a free agent and signed a 1-year deal with the Chicago Blackhawks to finish out his career. He would play 70 games for the Hawks in the 2017-18 season, scoring 10 goals and 11 assists for 21 points. Patrick Sharp would retire from active play after this season, finishing his career out as a Chicago Blackhawk. He would finish his career playing in 939 NHL games, scoring 287 goals, 333 assists for 620 points. He would play in 1 NHL All-Star game. He was a Calder Cup champion with the Philadelphia Phantoms, won a silver medal at the 2008 World Championships representing Canada, and a gold medal representing Canada at the Olympics in 2014. He is a 3-time Stanley Cup champion and one of the most successful hockey players ever produced by Thunder Bay.
It's old-time hockey.